Hey everybody, it's DB Mogul, and this is Finding Real Estate Deals 105. I'm trying to wrap this series up because I think it's best if I move on and we go a little bit farther and in more depth into some other subjects. But I just wanted to recap the ideas that I've talked about in Finding Real Estate Deals 101, 102, 103, and 104. Basically, the ideas that I was trying to put across was in spending some time looking for real estate deals, whether you're ready to invest or not. What you're going to get is valuable knowledge about real estate in your area and in the area that you want to invest in, right? Whether you're ready to make a deal or not seemed to me at the time less important than learning some of the skills and experience that you're going to get by looking for deals around you. I feel like knowing where you're going is really going to help you get where you need to go. It's like that idea of, if you dream about buying a nice car, they say you should go look at it at the store because it makes it more real. So that was sort of where I was coming from when I began to do this series, because I realized you need to have your funding, you need to be ready to make a deal once you find a deal. But at this point, at least in the material that I've been putting forth, finding a real estate deal and the methods that I was talking about can be performed if you're not ready to purchase real estate. It's really an exercise in knowing enough about real estate in your area and in the area you want to be investing in, so that when you are ready, you're ready. Meaning you'll know a good deal because you've been spending time immersed in real estate. And that's really what I'm hoping you'll take away from this series. In order to know you have a good deal, you need to know all the deals. And so that's why you need to kind of be immersed in real estate in your area. And when I say your area, I mean the area you want to be buying in. If you've looked at pricing all in your area, you'll know you've already sort of set the target for where you know you can go. So knowing all the values and being immersed in the market is going to help you spot a deal when you finally see a deal. And then I think then you'll be motivated to go out and complete the deal, secure the financing, however it is, set up the deal that makes this particular investment work for you. I talked about beginning to network with everyone. Almost everyone you'll meet has some connection to real estate in some way, whether they're conscious about it or not. Everyone kind of has an interest in real estate. So you want to begin to talk to people as the investor persona you are beginning to cultivate. So I suggested getting business cards. You can hand out those business cards and begin to network with people saying, I'm interested in buying real estate, if you know anyone. And it's just sort of by putting that out there, you're going to generate some momentum in the world that's going to continue that conversation, let people begin to ask you questions about real estate, or talk about a friend that has a property to sell. You'd be surprised how networking will lead you to some potential deals. The other idea we talked about was just the difference between going out and shopping for real estate in the general market and creating your own opportunities by finding sellers that don't know they're sellers yet, or finding deals that are not on the market. And we can do that by any number of means, lots of advertising and marketing. How you go about doing that is up to you. But I gave some suggestions, which were just fairly basic. Advertising in newspapers, classifieds are super cheap. Internet forums, Craigslist, those places are, are cheap if not free to advertise. And you're going to get inbound potential leads. And even that, I feel, is a really good exercise in immersion in real estate. Whether you don't, I mean, if you don't do a deal at all by engaging in these exercises, you're going to learn a lot about a lot of things. You're going to learn the market. You're going to learn how sellers, or how generally people, act around their real estate, and how to talk to them, and how to relate to them, and how to help them. Another thing that I might have left off was knowing your comps. I mentioned you need to know your comps, but I didn't really give any resources to find comps. And certainly there are sites like Property Shark and Trulia and Zillow that will give sales data. So if a real estate sale is closed, it gets recorded, and that information is sucked up by these websites. And you can get recent sales in your area from those places. Some sites are free, some you got to pay for or join. But you really do want access to closing sales data, so you can see how the story plays out. Like if you're going to be immersed in real estate in your area, you're going to see some property that interested you that was up for sale. You're going to know how much it was up for sale for, but you're also going to find out what it closed for, and following that sort of story will give you the pulse of the market, and that's really invaluable when you're out seriously looking for deals. So all that said, this video series was really to encourage people who feel like they're not ready to go find a real estate deal to start looking for a real estate deal, because the education you're going to gain by following some of these steps is going to really help you. And if nothing else, you have some business cards and you have some momentum building. And when you're just starting out, I think it's really important to feel like you're going somewhere, to feel like you have a purpose, to have things to do that are going to help you take action and be capable of making a real estate deal when one is sitting in your lap. And so following some of these suggestions is going to give you that skill and the experience. So you're going to be ready. I'll probably get more into all of these things as we put all the pieces together. So that's going to be it for this series of finding real estate deals. Please share and like the videos. It will help your credibility out there, I think, if you're sharing the content in your field of interest. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you get all the other video updates and get my free guide to becoming a real estate mogul investor by clicking the link in the About section. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Right on.